The war in Ukraine is still raging. June 5th, 2026. Northern Donetsk region. Perun unit. 3 Russian soldiers spotted and engaged. 2 are struck. The third is left facing a drone alone. He fights back, drops to the ground and opens fire at the drone above him, shooting upward, trying to bring it down from the least exposed position he can find. It doesn't work. Lying flat and firing at a drone is one of the most difficult shots imaginable. This soldier, targeted by an FPV drone, tried to use a tree as natural cover, but it didn't work. One noticeable detail was the soldier's advanced age. The strikes never stopped. Signum Battalion, Lyman direction. Another wave of Russian infantry advancing toward Ukrainian positions, intercepted before they arrive. Watch these soldiers carefully. Many of them are clearly older, men who have no business being on one of the most drone-saturated fronts in this war. Yet Russian command keeps sending them forward, wave after wave, into a sector where Signum's FPV operators are already waiting. Lyman is one of the most strategically contested axes of this war. Russia keeps pressing here regardless of the cost, and the cost keeps adding up, not in territory gained, but in soldiers who never reach the positions they were sent to hold. A Magyar Birds drone operator was scanning the wooded areas south of Pokrovsk for any sign of Russian activity. These types of areas are often used by soldiers seeking cover. Before long, the operator noticed movement among the trees. When the Russian soldier saw the drone, he fired a single shot, but it was not enough. This soldier encountered an FPV drone in open terrain and started running, but no matter how fast he ran, he was not faster than the drone. Russian soldiers resting under trees were detected one by one by Ukrainian 57th Motor Rifle Brigade drone operators. FPV drones were then deployed to strike their positions. Each attempt to hide in the tree line was quickly located and targeted from above. This Russian soldier, targeted by a drone, was spotted wearing a thermal blanket in an attempt to avoid detection. However, he did not escape the attention of a careful drone operator. One of the most desperate moments on this front. A Russian soldier circling a tree, using it as the only barrier between himself and the drone closing in. He has a weapon. He can't find the right moment to use it. The drone circles with him, patient, precise, waiting. Minutes pass. The soldier keeps moving around the tree, weapon in hand, unable to get a clear shot, unable to break away. He doesn't escape. Russian soldiers encountered a Ukrainian medium-range strike drone while carrying out logistics resupply near Horlivka. Despite firing at it repeatedly, they were unable to stop the drone as it rapidly approached the vehicle. While scanning a wooded area, a Ukrainian drone operator notices a Russian soldier's belongings. As the operator searches the area, the soldier suddenly emerges from behind a tree. The unexpected encounter ends within seconds. Rubizh FPV drones ambushed Russian soldiers as they moved along a road. The soldiers failed to notice the drones waiting on the ground along their path. Ukrainian Su-27 fighter jets. Precision strikes on Russian personnel concentrations in the east. 2 GBU guided bombs delivered directly onto positions holding infantry, ammunition, motorcycles, scooters, and what appears to be a tripod-mounted weapon system. Everything at the target location, personnel, transport, equipment, struck in a single pass. Watch what's being struck in this footage. UAZ vans, civilian vehicles, worn-out transport, whatever Russian forces can find and send forward. Modern armored vehicles don't survive long on this front. So Russian logistics has adapted downward, smaller, cheaper, lighter. The kind of transport that offers no protection against anything, let alone an FPV drone. A UAZ van moving toward the front line is one of the easiest targets a drone operator can find. No armor, no counter-drone systems, no electronic warfare. Just a vehicle on a road, moving in a straight line. The 63rd Mechanized Brigade operators on the Lyman direction don't miss targets like these. When frontline logistics depends on civilian vans and worn-out vehicles, how much of Russia's supply chain is actually reaching its destination? A Russian Solntsepyok multiple rocket launcher, mid-salvo. The final rocket's engine fails and bursts into flames, sending the warhead directly into the tree line where Russian soldiers are positioned. Friendly fire from their own launcher. The Solntsepyok fires thermobaric warheads designed to devastate personnel across a wide area. Whatever was in that tree line took a full hit. The launcher's status is unknown, but a system that just misfired into its own position is unlikely to still be operational. A routine reconnaissance flight, one of the quieter sectors on the front. Dense forest, the kind of terrain Russian soldiers trust most for concealment. The operator scans carefully, patiently. Then, a soldier. The chase begins. The soldier crawls, trying to stay low, trying to disappear into the undergrowth. No weapon visible, nothing to fight back with. The drone closes in within seconds. When even a crawling, unarmed soldier in dense forest is found and struck in seconds, is there any terrain left on this front that offers real concealment? 2 abandoned buildings. Russian drone operators set up inside, using them as forward control positions. FPV drones carrying heavy explosive payloads navigate directly through the entrances and detonate inside. The confined space amplifies everything. No one inside either building made it out. 2 drone control positions eliminated. The operators who were directing Russian drone missions in this sector, gone. Southern Donetsk region. A large Russian assault attempt, and from above, the disorganization is immediately visible. Soldiers spread across a wide area with no coherent formation. Motorcycle groups pushing forward, vehicles attempting to advance, each one moving independently, each one exposed. Vartovi Battalion drone operators work through them systematically. Every motorcycle group spotted and struck before it closes the distance. Every vehicle stopped on the approach. Every soldier moving alone, found and targeted. This is what a large assault looks like when there's no coordination and no awareness of what's already watching from above. Not a tactical advance, a series of individual targets entering the same coverage area. When a large assault breaks down into scattered individuals, all moving independently. Has Russian unit cohesion in this sector completely collapsed? The war in the sky never stops. Ukraine's 5th Assault Brigade, 7 Gerber strike drones, and 3 Shaheds intercepted in a single operation 10 Russian drones that were heading somewhere. None of them arrived. The Gerber is designed to strike Ukrainian positions. The Shahed hits cities and infrastructure. 10 interceptions means 10 potential impact points that never happened. When a single assault brigade intercepts 10 drones in one operation, is drone interception now the most critical defensive mission on this front? An unmanned ground vehicle from the 4th Special Operations Brigade Rubizh moving through the sector when a Russian ambush drone activates. The UGV doesn't retreat, it's armed, and it fights back. The ambush drone that was waiting to strike never completed its mission. The UGV that was supposed to be the target came out the other side. A ground robot winning a duel against an aerial ambush drone. This is where warfare is heading. 5 ships struck in a single night, Mariupol and Berdyansk ports, June 5th. Dry cargo ships and a tanker. Names painted over, radars switched off, operating outside any legal framework. Shadow fleet vessels used to move Ukrainian grain out of occupied territory and transfer military supplies and fuel under the radar of international sanctions. Ukraine's unmanned systems forces found them anyway. 100-kilogram warheads delivered with precision optics. These aren't neutral commercial vessels. They're part of the logistics network that keeps Russian military operations funded and supplied. Every ship struck is a cargo run that doesn't complete, grain that doesn't get stolen, fuel that doesn't reach its destination. That's everything for today. June 5th, 2026, day 1562 of this war. Russian total losses have now crossed 1,369,340 personnel, with 1,300 casualties in the last 24 hours alone. Russian forces carried out 924 strikes on 52 settlements in the Zaporizhzhia region in a single day. Overnight, Ukraine's unmanned systems forces struck 5 Shadow Fleet vessels in the ports of Mariupol and Berdyansk, ships operating with painted-over names and disabled radars, used to move military cargo and fuel. The operation continues Ukraine's systematic campaign against Russia's maritime supply network in the Sea of Azov. And a significant milestone, Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces Birds unit confirmed 100,000 confirmed targets in 1 year of operations, an average of over 270 per day, every day without pause. May 2026 also set an all-time record for Russian vehicles destroyed in a single month since the war began. The front holds. The drone war never stops. Subscribe for daily Frontline coverage. No agenda, just the facts. See you in the next one.